shoulder program number 2, we're going to be strengthening and improving the range of motion all around your shoulder and rotator cuff region. The equipment you'll be needing are some exercise bands and a doorway, some dumbbells, a ball, and a chair. Remember to go at a comfortable pace and have fun. When it comes to stretching, it's relaxation, not destination. Hi, and welcome to Wright Now Fitness shoulder program number 2. I have Pierre help me out today.
How you doing, Aaron?
I'm doing pretty good. Are you ready to do this?
Ready to go.
All right, let's do it. Okay, we're just gonna loosen up the shoulder joints a little bit first. We're gonna grab our little dumbbell. We're using 5s. We're just gonna go back and forth. It's like a pendulum, back and forth. Keep your arm nice and straight. And you're just letting everything in your shoulder relax. Just letting that arm go limp almost, letting it go back and forth. Feel it stretching out down the side of your arm a little bit. Letting it all relax. Getting everything primed for what we're gonna do. Just a few more here. Okay, now we're gonna go back and forth this way. Up and down. It's gonna get all the muscles in our rotator cuff, our deltoids relaxed. A lot of times when we have shoulder issues, our shoulder starts to hunch into us. This is going to get it to come all out, so it's ready for us to exercise and stretch it. You can see we don't have to swing real hard with it. We're just kind of letting it rock back and forth like a clock. Okay, perfect. Oh, thanks, Pierre. I'm going to need that later. I'll put these here. Done with the chair. Put these back. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our bands. We're going to put it in the door about waist height. So I'm going to put it right above that middle hinge here. I think that's what you're doing, Pierre, huh?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to get in position, and we're just going to do the one arm. You want to put your hand in the band so your thumb's around the side, just so your hand's all the way behind the handles. What you're having yourself do is put your elbow right to your side. Let your arm come straight out. And what we're going to do is just kind of step forward a little bit, kind of pulls your arm back into the side. You just want to twist a little bit. You can see my forearm's kind of pulling right behind me. Okay, we're going to come out of that. We're going to do 3 quick ones, 10 seconds each. Let's go right back into it. See that forearm's just kind of stretching back. Just a little bit. You don't want to go into these too hard. Come out again. This is a stretch you don't do very often, so you just want to make sure you go real easy into it. Very slight movement. Press into it, let it pull that forearm back, and just relax your shoulder. Perfect. Okay. Now, we're going to grab our bands. We're going to do some upward rotations. You're going to want to grab a slightly easier band. We're just going to bring just one elbow up to the side. What we're going to do is just bring it right up to the side and back down. You really want to keep that elbow straight out to your side, and you're just lifting your forearm up till it's level and then all the way back down. This is just going to work some of the muscles in the back of our shoulder. Although you can probably already tell, I don't even have to tell you. Make sure you don't go too heavy with these. These are pretty tough. Okay. Now, we get to raise our bands up. So I'm going to go right above the hinge. Pierre's doing the same thing. Okay. Now we're going to put our hand so we're right up over our head. You're kind of like waving high, like, hey, how's it going? You just want to step forward just a little bit. You can see it's pulling my forearm behind you. Just like that. We're going to do those 10-second stretches again. Come out of it. And then come back into it. Really small movement. Just stretching that forearm behind you. And you really want to relax your shoulder and just breathe. You kind of feel this. You feel this like in the front of your shoulder, Peter?
Yeah.
It's pretty intense. We'll go one more time. Back out and back in. Remember to relax. Especially if you're not used to this, just let your elbow and your shoulder just relax, but elongate it and stretch it out from your body too. Okay. Perfect. Now we're gonna get a dumbbell. I'm gonna use 5. Pierre's got a 3-pounder. Still good. This is where we're working on an isolated area, so we don't need much weight. We're just going straight up to the side with our thumb pointing up. It's like a side lateral raise, but our thumb's gonna be pointing up. This is gonna take all the pressure off our rotator cuff so it doesn't anger anything in that rotator cuff area. It's gonna strengthen all of our deltoids, especially our side deltoid. We just want to hit our shoulder from every direction today. Constantly working it out. One more here. We start to feel the burn pretty good at that point. Okay, we'll put that down. We're done with that circuit. Great job. So now what we're going to do is a shoulder stretch. It's very similar to when we do a tricep stretch. We're just going to bring our arm to our side, and all you're doing is pulling your elbow or your side of your arm right to the side of your head or ear. And you're just letting that stretch right on the side of your shoulder, subscapularis stretch. Just in case you wanted to know. We're going to come out of it and then go right back in. We're stretching everything today in your shoulder. Remember to breathe. Just let it relax in that area. You're just pulling it over to the side of your head. Perfect. Okay, you ready for these, Pierre?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, so we're gonna do some 4-point raises. We did these in one of our workouts too. You're just gonna lie on the ball. I'm gonna use a couple of dumbbells. Pierre's just gonna use his hands. If your shoulder's really been aching you lately, just try these with no weight. You won't really need it. You wanna lie on the ball so your chest's up a little bit. You're right on your stomach, rib cage area, so that you can kind of lie over it. And we get our feet against the doorway too for support. Okay, you ready, Pierre?
Yep.
We're gonna go straight up with these. You can see I'm not just lifting my arms, I'm actually sticking my chest into the ball and bringing myself up a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it's gonna make those areas in between my shoulder blades and my trapezius really work. Now we're gonna go into a YMCA pose. So you're gonna go kind of straight out to the sides like that. A big Y. Just like that. Anybody who was around in the 70s knows this move from the dance floor. Pierre, do you know this move?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go to the sides. Now we're coming straight out to the sides. Same thing. Lift yourself into that ball. And you can even feel it with no weight, huh, Pierre?
Yep.
It's gonna isolate all your shoulder and back area. Okay, our last move, we're gonna roll down to our knees, and now our palms are gonna be facing downward and our hands are to our sides. And we're gonna do the same thing. Lift up, bring those arms behind you, roll over it again. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna work all our muscles in our neck and our trapezius. A lot of time when we have a lot of tension in our traps, where you feel it up in your shoulder, it starts to extend down into your shoulder and you start getting pain in there too. Those are not easy, but they're fun. All right, well, thank you. We are all done. That was shoulder program number 2. Thank you so much for all your help, Pierre.
All right.
Couldn't have done it without you. And I will see you at the next workout.